I know how to dress. I'll bring it on. Cause he doing something for the film festival, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Trying to see. Well, I guess I'm trying to see where we live. I was trying to see, can I even hear myself talk to the headphone?
Right.
Guys, what's up? We're
up?
back. The Round Table Podcast.
Hey.
Maybe you haven't been listening, but guys, listen. It's long awaited. Listen, the romantic time. I don't know
It's romantic.
I'm just being
relationship hour.
the relationship hour, guys, where we're coming in and we're going to talk. We got an interesting topic because before then, we're using this time. We're using a relationship topic hour to talk.
Yes.
But guys, listen, who's our guest that's coming on again?
Ashei.
Ashei Khan.
Yes.
I forget that, we have something. Ashei Khan is coming on, guys. Listen, you might know who he is. He's the producer of Hood Chicks.
Right here in Detroit.
Right here in Detroit, our own producer here in the Detroit area. Guys, listen, we're waiting on him. He's on his way here now. But guys, listen, that doesn't mean we can't talk about relationship times, right? That doesn't pull us away from our relationship topics, right?
That's right.
And that's what we're doing now. We're going to talk about relationship. But listen, when he comes, we're going to talk about him and his film pushing out into the short. I don't know, the film festival. The film festival is coming up. He's going to be talking about that. We're waiting on him to come. He's traveling.
He's en route here.
He's en route here now, guys. So we will pull from that conversation. We will digress from this topic and move more into the film festival and what he's doing with his new film.
That's right.
I mean, okay. So today's topic we're going to talk about, and just in case you don't know, we guys go around and introduce yourself. I want you guys to do it. Let's do it today. You guys, who
ladies first.
Ooh, ladies first.
Hey, that's right.
Lady
and
B.
Lovely T.
Are y'all introducing each other?
I'm Lady B. Hey guys, you know me. I'm Lady B, and I do comedy. So check me out at Bullies Be Like on Instagram. I do comedy. In case you didn't know.
I didn't know.
Yes, I do comedy.
Can I get a link?
I got
She
over
ran around
40
with her wig
videos.
on. She got a wig.
Can I
and
get a
shit.
link?
I'll
She got
give
this
you a
old lady
link.
wig
Yes,
on.
I do.
She'll talk,
Goodness.
just crack jokes.
Yeah.
The
Right.
persona.
And her-
Okay, I got it.
Alrighty.
I
In
got
In my
check you out,
car.
Lady B. I
That's
got to
right.
check you out.
Check me out, y'all. I'm gonna send y'all the link.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Hey, everybody. This is Lovely T. Lovely T.
Hey, Lovely T.
What
What's
do you
up?
do, T?
Well, I do a lot, but
Producer, I think you need to come in and we need to work with one of these cameras. Come in here real quick.
all right.
All right. So what you do,
So
Lovely
Bring
T?
bring the
I am the
charger
CEO of
in
Tender
from the,
Lifted Hope,
from the
LLC. Social worker by professions, fully
It's in the book
licensed,
bag,
master's
the green
level.
book
So
bag.
come check me out.
All right.
Wow, that was heavy.
Yeah.
Guys, listen.
Wow.
We have RW3 here. He didn't mention his name as well as me, Antonio, Bouchelle. Guys, listen.
What you guys do? You guys
We
ain't
just
say what
here.
you guys do.
Yeah, go ahead and plug it in. You can walk past the camera. They don't mind. This is just, guys, you gonna have to.
That's
just,
the awesome producer.
producer, yeah.
Absolutely.
Guys, listen, we have professionals here.
Yes, we do.
These individuals are degreed up.
Yes,
they
they
have
are.
degrees in these different areas. We may be having fun. It may be an entertainment,
but it's also
it comes from a
educational.
perspective. Yeah, there's a perspective that this actually come from.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to toot our own horn. It's not that type of
Right.
situation here.
It ain't
but
no ghetto five
it's
stuff
not,
here.
It's
Yeah.
not, guys. But listen, we want to talk about in our relationship hour. Listen, is it okay for a woman? I may be twisting it up. A woman to make more than a man, and in that, should the woman, in her making more money, should she take care of some of the costs in terms of, because she make more money. In this situation, this young lady make
$400,000, yes, and he makes 40,000.
He make 40,000. I mean, that's a big jump. You know,
Oh my
how
goodness.
can you pay my
That's huge.
bills at $400,000?
Right.
I need to know, how can you pay my bills? But is it okay for this individual,
Yeah.
I'll
the
just
woman
cover
to
car
make
insurance.
$400,000 a year,
Yeah.
and the guy that makes
Makes 40,000
$40,000 a year? Is that all right?
Is that right? Because I know her friends been, saying that. Why you spending all this money on him, buying him
Right.
cars and everything? So
That's
what y'all
right.
think about that?
I mean, what is her feeling? I mean, is she struggling with the
400,000.
concept? I mean, is it problematic for her now since her
Well-
friends are commenting? But prior to that, she didn't have a problem with it, right?
Actually, it seems to be, in
that's-
terms of the way it was laid out, she didn't have a problem with it. It was her girlfriends more so
Yeah.
to say, hey,
Yeah.
listen,
Yeah.
this guy, I mean, come on, you make 400,000, he make 40,000. You're doing all of this. Come on now. I don't know if that's something you should be doing.
But I think it might be more of an issue for the man than the woman, because I'm not a man, so I'll refer to the men in the room. But Steve Harvey's book.
Yeah.
He says, a man has to first establish himself. He's the
right.
provider. He's the protector. He's this, he's that. So for a man to make significantly less, he may feel like his manhood is not up to par because he can't do those things that, quote unquote, a typical man is supposed to do financially for his woman or family. So I don't know. What do you guys?
But now, what if it's that they're both fine, but it's her girlfriend.
It's her girlfriends.
Who feel that it's not all right.
Well, it's a non-issue then. I don't care what her girlfriends think.
Well, I mean, okay, so it's definitely it's obviously something that is actually affecting her because she's she's bringing it out. Her girlfriends are telling her this is wrong.
Yeah,
Now, personally, my father told me, you got to pay the cost to be the boss.
That's right.
Okay. So I think,
okay.
If you're making that much more, but the man wants to assert his command of the house, I think that could become problematic because you feel it could be that you feel like because you're paying
Can we make it a you? What about you? If with that discrepancy, how would you?
Why we got personalized?
Because this is a personal podcast. We're talking to Lady Lovely T.
In general.
But can we talk about
general.
you? If you were making that,
my father taught me.
And do you agree?
You pay the cost to be the boss.
I mean, you tell me what he said.
So
do you
what
agree?
if he don't want to be the boss?
Do you agree?
No, I also agree with egalitarian relationships. Where different.
Could you
roles,
define that, please?
Different. It's one of equity, one of equality.
Right.
Things are equally shared.
Equally
right.
yoked.
Equally shared to a degree.
it's-
Not so much like exact, but things are equitable in the relationship.
But you never asked my question. If you were, would you have a problem or would you struggle with him asserting some authority if the discrepancy in terms of finances
Was that large?
with you and him? Honestly. Honestly,
What
would
about
you?
you?
Well, I just asked you. I'm not the woman. I'm asking you.
I mean, that's a significant.
You still not answering the question.
400,000. Okay, I think there would be room for. I think it would have to be intentional. It wouldn't be natural. It would be intentional because I would have to bite my tongue. If I wanted certain things a certain way and I'm paying for it, and I'm like, okay, I will bite my tongue and let you get this.
Well,
one.
let me ask you this. Let's break that down a little bit more. So if you make, I don't know what the monthly income is there. If you make $400,000 a year, how much is that a month? I know we're not
Come
at
on,
the top of our head with the
mathematicians.
math.
Oh,
we
I'm
gotta
not good
break
with
it down.
math at
I'm about to
all.
give, I'm gonna
I
tell
never
you
liked math.
I'm about to give it to you.
All right,
I
so-
mean, you
ahead,
figure if
Tom.
there was 400,000. I mean, 4,000.
It's over $10,000 a month,
Mm-hmm.
obviously.
$33,000 a month.
Okay,
Basically.
$33,000 a month. That's a lot of money.
And you make 40, and the partner makes.
Yeah, that's right. But so let me ask you this. So now this is the double standard. Now I always
He
jump
brings
on
in
it.
$3,000 a month.
He bringing in 3,000. So now, if you guys are in love,
Right.
he's fulfilling the obligations. Now, let's do this. everybody, it doesn't matter who you are. That's not an average pay. People just don't make 400,000 a year.
You're right.
They don't do that, whether it's man or women. It have to be something significant in that situation. So I know that that's not the average. It's not average income. Right. So in saying that, if you do make that type of money, now should you just look at this guy's situation who you're paying all the bills? So I think that even she bought him a car. She bought him a car. I mean, come on. She made the money to buy him a car. So, should you feel some kind of way if your girlfriends are chiming in, say, hey, listen, you shouldn't be doing that.
Okay, is he okay? So now that I'm thinking about, because I have to put myself in the mindset of, like, let's say I won the lottery. I think, part of it is I work hard for what I earn.
That's right.
And so that is kind of filtering into my perspective. But let's say I won the lottery and I just, got 15 billion. Okay. And I know that it's going to be hard to find someone who's, making that much money. So
Right.
I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm going to end up with somebody that's making a significant significant amount less.
Exactly.
So I think if he's respectful,
Right.
and then it's easier to spend.
Right.
But if he gets disrespectful, like he got to have, the Lamborghini or
That's right.
he just want to just spin the spin.
That's right. That's right.
I think
That's
then
right.
I think that is a determining factor.
That's a determining factor. Guys, our guest is here,
Yes.
and we want him to come in and begin to talk. I wish we had room for both, but we want him to come in, and he's going to sit down. And guys, I know you guys. Everybody's heard of Hood Chicks. I've heard of them, and he's the producer. That actually pushes out. How many episodes is that of Hood Chick? Jazzy, make sure his mic is on. Check. 5, mic 5. You got to put him on. And while she's doing that, but we just going to continue on the conversation while Jasmine's turning that trim up to about I say turn it up to about a 54, 55. Turn it to about a 54, 55 in terms of the trim so we can keep this moving. But I think that, it's a thing where women, sometimes it can become a double standard with women. They're fine when the man is making all of this money. They're making all of this money, and it's fine. If they don't even make. Some of them don't even have an income. And the woman comes in, the guy allowed the woman to come in, he's making the money, a lot of money, 400,000. Now it's nothing, you don't hear the fellas, hey, listen, she ain't making no money, you shouldn't be involved. Leave this.
Yeah,
leave
but
this
she's
girl
not
alone.
coming in making decisions in the household either. If he's making the money, it's like, it's my house, my rules.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I mean? So I think that's the thing.
That's right.
See, okay.
Come on.
Oh, goodness.
So
Do a mic check. Let me hear your mic check.
Check 1, 2.
Okay.
So clearly she's not with him based on there's something more fulfilling in their relationship, but it's not financially driven.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
So pulling the finances out, just for the sake of this discussion, if it's the man, making more, and the finances shouldn't determine how valuable my voice is.
That's right.
How much weight my voice brings to the relationship.
That's right.
The fact, because you made the point, Lovely T, that
That's right.
Oh, I'm making this money, so he needs to, because I'm making the money.
Bow down.
And
No,
why
I'm
would
just
I come
playing.
into a
I'm just
relationship?
playing.
Just like with her,
She's not.
right? If I make, she's serious. So if I was making more money, and I'm, her voice and what she brings to the table is just as valuable, irregardless is not a word, but regardless to what she's making. I mean, your voice is how much you make is not determining how I respect you and what
That's
voice
right.
you have in a relationship. That's
That's
not
right.
a good look, Lovely T.
Go ahead, add to that, Lovely T.
No,
What you
I
gonna
mean,
say?
clinically, he has a point.
Yeah.
Right.
Expert relationship wise, you do. I was speaking from just, I guess, norms, how we're taught, how we're socialized.
That's right.
When you have the money, you pay the cost to be the boss sometimes.
Pay the cost to be.
Sometimes.
And see, my thing is that if he make 40,000 and she
she
makes
makes 400,000,
the category there is different because in terms of the income.
You can jump in. Too.
Yeah, you can jump in anytime.
Equally yoked.
Yeah, right. You don't necessarily see so many. Anybody, I ain't even gonna say black men or white men. You don't see a lot of individuals making $400,000 a year. Okay, so my thing is, if you run across that individual and you happen to make $40,000, you just happen to be the male in that situation, I wouldn't allow yourself to be deceived in terms of the women, the girlfriends. Hey, listen, leave him alone. You know, you make all this money, you doing all this. Yeah, but if you're happy, if this guy is treating you well, he is working. I mean,
and that's what I was saying. Like,
yeah, he's working.
If he's showing respect in the
That's
relationship,
right.
to me, that's a determining factor.
Because what are your chances that you're going to find, and you can at 40,000, you're in a whole different economical situation where you meet different people, hopefully, where you probably run it. And now the chances. Now I'm gonna say this. The chances of them being, and it's wrong to say this, but I'm going to make the statement. The chances of that person being black, a black male, 400,000 a year. I know different individuals, but they work for Chrysler, they work for Ford, and they're making this type of money, or they own their own businesses.
You're not gonna make that with a job, so you got a job person with an entrepreneur.
That's right.
Okay.
You know what? That's a good point.
That's right.
A female entrepreneur got to be a lot more aggressive most times.
That's right.
And he'll probably some things will come into play. It's interesting you said that. Him doing the 9 to 5 and her being an entrepreneur, her doing what she does as an entrepreneur. Where you at? What you doing? Not saying all guys are like that because he's getting up and doing this 9 to 5, and she had an entrepreneurial.
I guess all I'm going to say is keep those women out of your ear. Woman, listen, if your girlfriends, sometimes they can be fake. I'm gonna just be honest.
Sometimes they can be jealous too. They can be wanting your man too.
It's true that she's making $400,000 a year. He's making $40,000. But if this guy is sincere, he's working, he's taking care of his responsibility. I mean, life just threw 400,000. I mean, 40,000 at him to your 400,000, and you just you didn't get that overnight. You didn't get $400,000 overnight. You worked for that 400,000. So I'm thinking that if this is what happened, keep this guy. If he's a good person, he's a good individual, he's hardworking, he's making 40,000, and I'm gonna be honest. 40,000 is not anything just to cough at. 40,000, it is to some degree. Can we say that 40,000 a year without a degree? I don't know a situation. That is something that's over the norm. I don't know if everybody
without a degree.
without
At
a degree.
40,000, you're doing pretty good. But in comparison to 400,000,
that's just the guy you met. You met this guy. You know, brothers. Our brothers out there, they're not pulling in unless it's something significant. I don't know what the storyline is, but 400,000. I'm not saying you selling dope. I'm saying you doing some things out here. You're making things happen. And then what should you be making 400,000 for me to holler at, for this woman to talk to you? Should you be making 400,000, 500,000? I don't believe so because I don't think that's the norm. That's not the norm. 400. So if I'm making 400, if that female making 400,000 and he's making 500,000, it's not. You don't
But
see that
generally, when people are at certain places, economically speaking, and I don't know, maybe I'm going way out there. Generally, we're not on a day-to-day basis. We're not
We're not even
in the same societal, I guess, circles.
Right.
Generally,
That's right.
anyway.
That's right.
So
get that circle out your ear. Listen, whoever you are, because we're going to digress from this conversation, but whoever that individual is, listen.
Oh, I want to say something.
Get
in. Go ahead. Jump in. You got to jump in whenever you.
What do you want to say about
I ain't
that?
going to cut him off, but just philosophy-wise, I missed all of the conversation, but it seemed like somebody is telling somebody with a man how to run with they man.
That's right.
And what I found, I had found out another female, and I'm like, nobody could tell my woman how to please me but me.
That's
or maybe
right.
my mama.
That's
so
right.
It's like no way you could take that type of advice from another female.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Even if they got a relationship where they've been married for a long time or something, which is the ideal thing, most time it don't be people that have been married a long time. It's giving this type of advice. But still, how can you tell somebody, well, I like tacos on Saturday? You know what I mean? Right. How they even gonna know that? You know what I'm saying?
And every relationship is unique. I mean, somebody could have been together for 15 or 20 years, but God has made everybody different, the way they think, the way they move, and what they, what makes them happy. So that might make you happy in your relationship, but don't transfer that and assume that if it works for you, it's going to work for us. Everybody's relationship is unique. So we can bring our guests.
That's right. Guys, we digress from that conversation. I guess
we'll let him introduce himself, as I know.
That's right. But
I don't want to butcher his name.
That's right. I want to make sure that I close out this one is that and saying that, listen, don't listen to And I don't want to use that statement, whatever make you happy. Everybody use that. I guess I want to say is that look into it and see, does it make sense to you? If it makes sense to you, then you have to go what makes sense to you. If the guy is treating you right, he is making a living. And maybe it's not $400,000. Maybe you need to look into it and say everybody's not making $400,000 a year. So, is he making does he make you happy? Good? What happens in that situation? I mean, you
I got a friend who's a man slave to a lady who's actually a millionaire. And he doesn't have any money.
Wow. Man slave. Wow. Listen, I didn't hear anything. The only thing I heard in that was man slave.
She got any friends?
Listen, nothing else made sense to me, but I just heard the word man
so what does that mean? What's the definition of man slave?
Man slave, hey.
It's like, I don't know, the female done went into the man position and the man done went to
I think I met somebody like that today.
Like a toy or a pet for the rich person.
Oh, wow.
Look, boy toy.
But now he's not.
He's
boy toy.
Lady B, I think I met somebody like that today.
I know you were telling me about that.
I'm not going to go into that.
No.
We shot videos somewhere else, but slave is what it is. Okay, so I'm going to digress from that. But, okay, so guys, listen. I don't, if you have an ear, and we have a big audience in the city of Detroit, and I know that if your ear is to the ground, you heard of hood chicks. You've had to heard. I've seen the video many times. I've looked at it, and And guys, I know you know who this guy is. The producer, he put it together. This guy is doing this thing in the city. It's so many, and he has multiple. There's other movies that he's had out, and guys, this guy is doing what he do in the city. He's a real guy. I've heard this guy. I heard his conversation on his social media. He's made a big influence in the city. And I think you need to tune into this in terms of what he's doing now, in terms of the film. What is it?
It's a Black Film Festival.
Black Film Festival. I've loved Hood Chicks. I've seen it and everything. This guy is doing this thing in the city. And shout out to Detroit and our producers here in the city.
That's right.
We had to have him on. When he said what he said, listen, we had to have this guy. He's doing things in the city. Listen, guys, Detroit is doing things. Whether you want to believe it or not, listen. Yeah, okay. We're not Tyler Perry. I get it. I get that.
All right,
but one day we will, and it may even come to this. Our host that we're gonna, he's gonna talk now. I don't know. You know what I mean? But you need to hear. If you have a voice in the city, if you're doing things in the city, this is the guy you need to contact. I don't want to put him out there. I ain't gonna say contact him, but you definitely need to pay attention to what's going on. And maybe we need to touch into this film, the short film or film productions here in the city. And what's going on. I want him to introduce who he is. I've already told you, Hood Chicks. You guys listen. You go on YouTube now and check them out. Just type in Hood Chicks. It's gonna come up. I've done it many times. How many have you done of Hood Chicks? Movies have you done with Hood Chicks?
Okay, how you guys doing? I'm Ashei Khan. I've been producing for Detroit Reality TV, but actually I own Detroit Reality TV. It was a television network I was building. And then I just jumped off into movies. But it started as Hood Chick started as a reality show.
That's right.
We did 5 episodes, and I just kept running them through Comcast, DVDs, flyers, posters. Once I got into movies, I like movies a little bit better.
That's right.
Be a little bit more dynamic.
Okay.
Because when I'm working with the urban element, it's a little bit different in structure-wise when everybody's on CPT and getting people to work.
That's right.
But so movies, I could put them out when I'm done with them.
That's right.
Yeah, so we did a movie. My first feature-length film was The Come Up. I hope you guys heard of that. It had Ha Davidson and Carl
Payne.
Was
Yep.
in it.
All right.
A lot of local Detroit celebrities they were in it. I was pushing entrepreneurship through the movie, so it was good. It did a couple million views, and I just got a deal with a distribution company called Maverick.
All right, good. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's a 3-movie deal, and then I negotiate that myself. I just got us partner with Amazon as Black Hollywood.
Wow.
So we
Okay.
Hollywood.
That's big.
So
All right,
any,
good.
Black producers or directors, if you have content and you're not making money, if you got stuff on your hard drive that's done and you're not making money with it, come holla at Black Hollywood. Go to DetroitRealityTV.com and just go to casting or whatever, and I'll get you on Black Hollywood. We can start making some money with your work.
Wow.
Wow, good.
That's big.
Wow,
That sounds
I want to
To
say,
answer the question, Hood Chicks
RW3?
did 5 episodes, and then after I did the Come Up as a movie, I did Hood Chicks as a movie. It's at 500,000 views. We just passed that mark.
Wow.
right, good.
That's big.
Wow.
Hey, let me ask you this. Now, what movie was the one, and forgive me, but not knowing his name, but I know he played in The Cosbys as Cockroach.
Yeah.
Carl Payne.
Carl Payne. That's
Yeah.
Carl Payne. To come up.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, it's come on now, guys. You know what time it is. You need to. He's going to explain what he's trying to get out of you guys in terms of the promotion and checking him out. And I'm going to let him take over from there.
Yeah.
So what do we need to know from you?
Well, the big thing they started calling me. It's funny you said Tyler Perry. They started branding me as the Tyler Perry of Detroit. I wasn't trying to grab that brand.
Wow. Take it, brother. Take it.
I'm doing a lot of urban things, but the fact that I'm producing, I'm directing, I jump in there and do some acting, I'm pulling everybody to the set, I'm funding everything. It's like that's the element, and I'm producing a lot of work at a fast rate. That's the thing, so they're attaching that to me. But what I've seen is that there's not a lot of opportunity for urban. When I say urban, I'm talking about the hood. I'm not just talking about urban, because you got urban as a demographic or a genre.
That's right.
But I'm talking about the hood.
That's right.
I go to a filmmaker mixer in Royal Oak, and I've been to about 3 of them, and they have all these projects, and they got the sheet with the roles that you can sign up for. Now, mind you, I'm in projects that got millions of views. I've been a producer for 22 years. I've been an entertainer for the same amount of time or longer. And I get here is nowhere on any sheet, on any filmmaker mixer for my brand.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So what I'm trying to bring is projects that people from that type of community and with that type of message and that type of even a platform for them to brand themselves,
Right.
and start making some money from. That's what
right.
I'm saying. It's like I'm trying to bring those opportunities.
That's right.
So like I got a Black Film Festival this weekend coming up. It's the Black Hollywood Film Festival is at the Bel Air, which is in Detroit. It's on 8 Mile. They about to close it down.
Oh, wow.
So so we're taking that. I'm telling all Black film directors the date is over. But since I'm on here now, if you're hearing this for the first time, you can submit. Get in the Black Film Festival, but the tickets are online right now. blackfilmfest.eventbrite.com. Black Film Fest. So just come out, support. That support means everything, because we funded everything ourselves.
That's right.
It's hard to get funding when you're doing something low budget and
That's
you're
right.
doing something hood.
That's
it don't
right.
matter what message is in it.
That's right.
If it don't look like
That's right.
something that's pristine,
That's right.
it's harder to get funding for.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
question: are you? Because you mentioned about people coming up and filmmakers, producers who's moving into that genre. When people are connecting with you, you build a relationship with them. It's not your responsibility, but are you providing like education of the industry as well? They partner with you because we in the music industry, people get that first deal. Just be prepared to lose money. You don't make money till later. You always get a bad deal. Are you looking to, when you developing these relationships, people are being educated on the genre as well, just totally their responsibility? I mean, what's your thought on that?
Well, I'm always trying to enlighten my people on different ways to create a better lifestyle for themselves.
That's right.
So whenever I'm learning in this industry, I'm open and free with giving it, or either I'm selling it. As as a course or a training so we could raise money. But a lot of the times, people they don't even want to take the time to sit down and go through it, or you know, they might say, yeah, I want to do this, I want to do this. So what I've learned is I just pull them in and get to work in. I see them doing something wrong, I'm trying to help them with some advice or putting them in the opportunities like that, because trying to force them into education mode is kind of taking them out of where they want to be. They will be there if that's what they want it to be.
That's
That's
right.
how they
That's
want
right.
to be.
And see, that's one. God, listen, I want you guys to support him. I want you guys to come out.
Thank you.
I want you to support him. I'm king on Detroit producers.
That's
we
right.
need more producers
We do.
to step out in the city of Detroit. There's so much talent in the city. Guys, you know, what is your YouTube page? Is there any way where they can go just to see the movies that you have already produced?
So when he put it up, his stuff
Okay,
just pops up.
It's two things. You could go to my YouTube page. If you go to YouTube and just put Ashei Khan, ASHEI KHAN, Ashei Khan.
Okay.
Or you know, you just pop right up. Or if you go to you go to Amazon.com/V/Black Hollywood. We got that. We own that Black Hollywood with
That's
Amazon.
right.
So Amazon.com/V/Black Hollywood. It doesn't have all the stuff that you would be able to see on my YouTube page. We still getting stuff up there.
That's right.
But you could see it's there. You can see Hood Chicks is on there actually.
That's right.
And but go to my YouTube. You can see all my stuff.
Now, who's the
free.
Gorilla King?
That's me. They start calling me that when I started.
Okay.
Okay.
Guys,
Okay,
listen.
prime example. I'll start doing casting calls. And I had a casting call. I said I want to do one on the east side, one on the west side. Because whenever I just do west side stuff, I can't get east side people. Because it's
That's
like
right.
another city almost. Driving, you know, that kind of thing.
Long existing. Yeah.
So I do one on the east side, far east. I'm all the way on Whittier. And I'm like, how can I make this more exciting? And I say, because they going to come and, you know, just say a couple. I say, let's shoot a scene there. Let's shoot a scene. Use some of the
That's
people
right.
that come. And they get the set feel, the set environment. So then I did that. And that was kind of guerrilla. And I brought it back to the west side. We just did one on, we used the Magic Pool Hall.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just in the daytime. And we shot a scene in there at the casting call. So now they get in there, they having fun. I'm making sure everybody get on camera, get the experience. That's kind of like the guerrilla
That's what's up.
effect.
Oh, okay.
How experienced or raw do you accept talent or say that they're ready to be produced?
Okay, on Hood Chicks, the movie, a lot of those girls, it was their first time acting. And then usually when you're working with urban people, I'm going to say hood, they don't read the script. Even when they get there, they like, well, what's my lines? I'm like, okay, here go your lines. Let's work it out. So I'm working. You got to get it how you got to get
That's right.
it. One of the girls, Slim Goody, she was the twerk queen of Detroit. She come to me. She want to act. We giving her the lines and she's saying them and she's butchering them. I'm like, oh, we gonna have to work with her because she the twerk queen. So
That's
you want
right.
to have her element in there.
That's right.
But I started breaking. I'm like, you're a dancer. You gotta have, you know, be whoever you be when you talking to that person. You're trying to get the money. Just be that. You know, just say it. Don't even
That's
read
right.
it. Just say it. Next thing you know, bam! I'll tell. The next time she tried to do it, it was perfect.
Wow.
You see her in the movie. She doing a good job.
Wow.
But my thing is, you know, you don't have to have talent. You just got to be open, and we can have a chemistry, and we can get what we need for the
That's
project.
right. That's right. That's what's up. And guys, see, listen, again, I want you guys to go to his YouTube page.
Yes.
I want you guys to look out, reach out to him, you know, and so that, you know, we need more, again, I'm going to say it again, we need more
Really do.
producers. Listen, and I'm going to say, I'm going to be more bold with it. We need more black producers here, especially in this city of Detroit. You know, we need to make more noise. I'm not saying that he's not, because he is. I know he is. He's
so
making
much
noise.
talent in our community as
That's
black
right.
people.
Yes,
in
it
Detroit,
is.
That's
I
right.
could go to Toledo. I pulled somebody out of Toledo for my. I got a movie called Drugs and Strippers. We tackled the AIDS awareness in that movie.
Wow.
We put Dr. Sebi at the end.
That's right.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That's my guy.
Yes, it is.
Dr. Sebi's, that's
Dr.
my
Sebi.
guy.
Yeah.
Went all the way to Toledo, got some talent, and she just like the flyest little person. Idol 2 Saucy is her Instagram. Idol 2 Saucy. She's so fly, and she just in Toledo. Anywhere I go, I have so much talent. But you got black producers and directors who could be capturing that talent and making income streams for them and the other people as well.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's important that we have black directors to paint the picture of where we're coming from instead of just getting it from the news telling you what they seeing.
That's right.
We paint it from our, and then it's another thing is that the market is starved for content.
Yeah.
It's like I can make one movie and they want another movie in the next hour.
That's right. That's
Like,
right.
when your next movie comes,
That's right.
next month.
That's right. That's right.
So we need more content because people want to see it.
That's
and
right.
Yeah, that's
They
so
want to see
true.
it.
Well, and that was one of the questions I was going to ask you is how do you, is it even a need to convince maybe more of the mainstream of, you know, how to fall in love with our ghetto stories, you know, or do you get like, oh, that's the same old story. I done seen it 100 times. It's been done 100 ways. Like how do you address those folks or, you know what I mean? Like
what I'm saying is that in this particular market, because I just came into this market when I jumped into movies, I was doing something a little different. Even though I was making hood chicks and I was putting in reality, I wasn't in this market. In this market, they don't even really know it exists.
Wow.
A hood movie, they don't even know hood movies exist.
Right.
And it is like its own genre. It's like an own genre of movie.
It is. It is.
My thing is, I'm looking at the market. The best hood movies getting between 1 million and 2 million views.
Yeah.
At the bottom, like 100,000.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the market for it. But you got a music video, a rap music video doing 100, 200, 300 million
right.
views.
Yeah.
That's right.
But the movie is just like the video, but in
right.
longer form.
That's right.
So it's like I'm asking white people, I'm like, or Europeans or whatever I'm like, what do you guys, what do you guys think? I never even heard of a hood movie.
Let me ask you a question. And what would be
Last thing, real quick, I had my hood movie out. They blocked it. Once I think white people start watching it, I think they blocked it on YouTube. They age restricted
Really?
it and blocked it, pulled it down. I had to fight to get it back up. So
Wow.
they really not. They don't know it exists. But go ahead.
so what would you categorize, for example? Of course, it's on a much larger scale. Like you say, Master P, I got the hookup, or Ice Cube, Friday. Are they or are they not hood movies, or what makes it a hood movie?
They are hood movies, but they are not ultra low budget hood movies. They like more like an urban film. Master P, I would say he making hood movies. You know what I mean? Menace to Society, those are hood movies, but they were able to get out to the mainstream because of the people making them in the vehicles. They had to push them. You know what I'm saying? Like Superfly, they got 15 million. You know what I'm saying? To shoot a movie and put it out. But it's like we haven't anything. Low budget is under 200,000.
Okay.
We are ultra low budget. We had 510. I had 30,000 to shoot to come up. It was like, oh, he had 30,000. This is ultra low budget. You know what I'm saying? Down here, the quality is kind of terrible.
But you're still able to. You're still able to. And what I noticed though, it seemed like, from an artistic standpoint, I believe that you, like you said, you're doing the low budget hood movies. You can control your content. You're your own boss, and you can make good money. I think just reading some of the articles, the more they go into the mainstream, the more infiltrated it is. The more when they pour their money into it, the more they get into it and try to tell you, well, I don't want you to tell your story this way or that way. See, like they become less in control. That's why about Tyler Perry, it's like, I got my own studio. I'm controlling my content, what goes out, when it's distributed, and things of that nature. That's why, like, from your perspective, you know what? This is a story I'm going to tell, and this is how I'm going to tell it. The way I want to tell it, how I want to tell it.
My people were telling me with the Black Hollywood platform we got on Amazon, we should only use these type of movies with certain quality and all that. I'm like, kind of defeat the whole purpose of what we building, so we can have an outlet for people to put what they make up.
I like
their
that.
own, you know what I mean, view and vision of it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is what I will add to that. I believe that African American movies are being more looked at in terms of them telling their stories. And one of the keys to put that to facts is that if you go on YouTube today, you have some guy named Jahan. You have. There's a lot of different individuals. I think he made something called "I'm Hitting That," and this guy get 1 million hits. He's even pushing towards Netflix and making him specials and different things of that nature. And then it's one guy. I think he's called To the Max. They're doing their short skits, their short pilot, whatever you want to call it. They're shorts. and they're getting a subscription base is so strong where these guys are now looking into, there's different individuals that's calling in and they're doing their, whether they're selling pills for sex or whatever they're getting promotion in that area. So what am I saying? I'm saying that this is a very popular thing. It's not a thing anymore where, I guess you know more about the Netflix thing than I do, but I do understand that when you build a subscription, and that subscription is the base is so powerful, you getting these hundreds of thousands of hits, you become very special to the industry in terms of them selling products. In your situation, you're doing it more film festival, and I get that. But I understand that there are people out there who aren't building a subscription, where they're getting these multiple people that's coming on, they're subscribing, and they're using the Patreon, where now these guys aren't even using their own money. This guy raised $15,000 within his, I don't know the time frame, I believe it was in a couple of hours. He raised $15,000 so he can shoot his film. And it was hitting that. I'm not trying to send promotion, he ain't paying me. But what I am saying is this, is that I know that this is very popular. What you're doing is a little bit more above what they're doing. Because you're talking, what is the film that you're actually pushing, that you're actually promoting?
The Come Up is the film that I'm pushing because it got the message in it.
Okay.
But I got some other films coming, and so I put the film festival together to kind of showcase more so the genre than the film.
Okay.
So,
Are there funny films? Are they, like a group of African American nerds get together and they trying to, like, are there various stories and they're just low budget because they're starting out, or they all kind of share that same theme?
Theme that is hood related.
That's right.
In the hood, it could be nerds, but if they in the hood,
right.
If they came from the hood, like how high you in college, but you still got the urban element to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But as far as comedy, I just got Spanky Hayes to direct the comedy for me. It's coming out. We tentatively titling it Saturday. It's a female version of Friday.
He's on this like Wild 'N Out.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about a stripper who get fired on her day off.
Wow. That's, I would like to see that. That sounds like that's something that's interesting. So, guys, all I'm saying is I want you to connect. I really want you guys to reach out. He's giving his information. I want him to give his information again. Guys, listen, this is something that's becoming very popular. Short film festivals, very popular in this day and age. I want you to support him. I want you to reach out. Listen, guys, you already know, we need to be supporting one another. I'm talking about black. I'm just keeping it 100. We need to reach out. We need to, so he can continue doing what he do. There's many more films that made. The talent is definitely there, guys. I need you to reach out to him. I need you to go to the YouTube support, whether it's the YouTube page, whether it's the Amazon. I need you to reach out. Obviously, he's going to give his information again, so you guys can reach out to him because this is something that we need to do as black producers. It's a shame. You don't want to have to use the word black all the time, but black producers, we guys, listen, I need you to reach out.
Let me say this real quick. And supporting him or supporting anyone else does not limit your blessings. Sometimes if I'm supporting this person, it's going to hinder my come up. But when you love on and support someone else, it just open more doors.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And open, for you to come up. We get caught up in, I'm going to hate on this person. I'm not going to support this person as opposed to
and that runs rampant in our community.
Right. We have to be okay with supporting what he's doing.
That's right.
Because clearly he has a lot of, and he's willing to share, the knowledge and his experiences so the next person can come up. We have to be okay with sharing.
As Reverend Al Sharpton would say, we can walk and chew gum at the same time.
That's right.
But I wanted to ask you too, tell us a little bit more, like, I don't know how many film festivals people have been able to attend. So what would one expect, or how should they dress, or what is the vibe of coming to an event like that?
Okay. blackfilmfest.eventbrite.com. Black Film Fest. Okay. I just wanted to drop the link in there.
That's what that's right.
Everything, if you're trying to cast, you with black director, you only got a movie short or whatever, just blackfilmfest.eventbrite.com. But okay, you come down. My thing is Black Hollywood, so I try to give that royal experience to the hood. Somewhere you could dress up if you want to. You could wear your, a lot of times they gonna wear a mink.
That's right. It is December in Detroit, right?
whatever you're thinking. I like it to be. It's kind of Black Hollywood, so you could be fly, flashy. If you're an artist, come wearing your puffy red thing or whatever your thing is. You know what I'm saying? But try to turn it up to the max. Come on. If you don't have nothing fly, wear whatever you have. Just make sure you come out and enjoy the experience. Take pictures with some of the local celebrities. Get the meet and greet. Do a lot of networking. That's a big thing.
That's the thing, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
That's right.
Oh yeah, but it's gonna be a couple full movies and then some movie shorts.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay. Now let me ask you this: are you hosting this?
I got a couple people hosting. I got the Hood Chicks hosting.
Okay.
That's right. I just put 20 Hood Chicks in a group. I got Hood Chicks hosting, so it should be eventful.
That's right. That's right. Guys, go. I still want you to go to the YouTube page. I still want you guys to blow the YouTube page. Listen, I know for a fact that I at least got 5,000 people on this Tony and Tasha page. And guys, listen, I want you to support. We have to support one another. I go super far. You don't want me to get deep into this. I don't want to get too deep in this. But listen, guys, we have to support one another. I'm just gonna say that. Support one another. Yeah, make this guy get him happy. From at least this our podcast. He's been moving around, but from this podcast, I want you guys to make a noise. They know that, hey, listen, we hear what you're saying, we see what you're doing, and we actually like what you're doing. Because I don't believe in supporting people who aren't doing good work. I've seen a couple of them. And guys, listen. The quality is there. He's a true producer, and me being a producer myself, I wouldn't say that if I didn't believe it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And this is my last comment. And we, constantly looking for, and I like, Malcolm X's perspective in terms of we're constantly looking for, we could say, white European folk to invest and do something to increase the quality of life or of our situation. We need to start with us making these investments.
That's right.
So we can't get mad at white folk or European.
That's right.
When on Saturday we're not there.
That's right.
So how can we expect someone to invest and believe in something when we don't invest and believe in ourselves? So quit talking to me about what people should do when you're not like the man in the arena. Look it up. You need to be in the arena.
That's right.
If you're not in the arena, I don't even want to hear what you got to say. So we got to get out and support what people are doing.
I went to the American Film Market this year, and it's not a festival. I didn't know what it was. Somebody from Tyler Perry's crew that's from Detroit reached out like, hey, man, you need to have your movie in here.
Wow.
And it just happened to be on my birthday. That's the only thing that's like, man,
that's big.
I was like, I ain't going to no film festival.
That's right.
But then I say, I'm going to go to this film market. It's not a festival. It said it was going to have 400 production and distribution companies there. So I just went, and I was just popping in people's they little spaces like, hey, what do you guys do? And
That's right.
They looking like, who are you? Get out of here.
That's right.
But I end up figuring it out. It wasn't that many black people there. But they were teaching. I could only afford a couple days in this thing. So I go to these things, and I'm learning so much. But what I really learned is the people at the top that's at the gate at the industry, far as for all of these things, they want to do things that resonate with them and their friends.
That's right.
Dealing with low budget hood movies does not do anything for this European guy that's already got money. The project is probably only gonna make a couple million.
That's right.
And it don't look good with their friends.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So now I'm seeing why the opportunities that haven't been there that I was looking for. But now I'm learning how to restructure and go direct to the source, which is the people.
There it is.
That's right.
That's right.
Straight to the people.
That's all they doing.
Social media have changed the game.
It has changed the game.
And one of the things that I want to expound on is that using that word low budget. Now listen. Okay. today in this society, guys, I have a degree in this area. I understand about film. I understand about how my camera works and cameras that works. Listen. Low budget doesn't necessarily mean the camera and being a low quality production. It can be the money that's put into the production. But I want you to understand is that these days, anyone, and I mean anyone, can shoot a film.
They could shoot one that you couldn't even tell was at a budget significantly less than a Hollywood budget.
Right. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The producer does make a difference. The camera guy who's shooting does make a difference. If just Joker know how to shoot a camera, that does make a difference. Do we know how to make the settings right? A lot of times we don't educate ourselves in ISO or different things like that. We don't really understand what it means to get a production, a quality production. It doesn't matter. I can shoot with a low camera and still, if I know what I'm doing, I can get a good quality out of it.
And you know what?
So, but not to cut you off, all I want to say is we use the word low budget, but that doesn't mean that the film is low budget. Doesn't mean that. You know, it doesn't mean that whatsoever. So all I want you to understand is that you have black African Americans that shooting quality video, shooting quality cinema. They 24, 60, 60p, the whole 9 yards, effects coming into the actual budget. Guys, doesn't necessarily mean that it's just, it's going to be a pitiful movie that you're getting. So I don't want you to think that. This guy, he shoots, I've seen it. I know he shoots good productions. Guys, listen, I want you guys to reach out to him. I'm going to keep saying this. Reach out. I want you guys to look at him and see what's going on. We need to make this guy just as big as Tyler Perry. Billions of dollars. And that's what I'm pushing. Anybody to come on this show that I know they're spending time into what they're doing. It's not just to do it just to get a hustle money. This guy he loves what he does.
He can build a studio in Detroit like Tyler Perry did in Atlanta.
That's right. And it's going to open up doors for more black people that's in the city or outside of the city where they can get their acting game on. You know what I mean? And that's what we need to do. It shouldn't just be Atlanta. Atlanta is labeled the new
Mecca.
Hollywood.
Yes.
Atlanta is labeled. It is. It's the new. And to be honest, it is. But Detroit.
And I think we were on track when we had those tax breaks.
That's
right.
But
they cut that. We got these politicians, but Detroit, we need to bring this back.
Absolutely. And I challenge the local.
One thing. Far as talent is everywhere. But far as low budget hood movies, we got like the hottest name. It was L.A. L.A. Now they did. They got their thing, but they got the bigger budget ones. But far as the low budget hood movies, you got Buffed Up, 211, Come Up, Hood Chicks.
That's right.
These was #1 movie. The Come Up was #1 in the world for hood movies on YouTube for 4 months straight. And then Hood Chicks came and took it for a couple weeks before some other movies started coming in.
Wow.
That's big.
Yeah.
They know us for the best hood movies.
That's right.
That's all right. That's all right.
Movies.
I mean, create your niche and go for it.
That's right.
And I was gonna say, I challenge the like the local news. They have movie critics and. They need to be at this fest. They need to be there. They need to be covering it. They need to be putting you on the map as well because it's local and it's talent.
It's for the
you know what I
city.
mean?
So when is it? When is this coming out? When is Saturday? Is the actual date?
Festival.
The festival is
7 to 11 Saturday at the Bel Air Luxury Cinema. It's on 8 Mile in Van Dyke. Matty Moran, what is his name?
Matty Maroon.
Maroon. He owns the bridge. He's coming. He bought that whole company.
Yeah, I just read that.
He's probably gonna tear all that down.
That's right.
So y'all come out and enjoy this.
Come out.
The last theater in Detroit.
Wow.
And guys, everybody know where it is. If you're on the east side, if you're on the west side, don't matter. If you in the suburban areas, come out.
Right behind Foreman Mill.
Have a mink though.
Well, just stop at Foreman Mill on your way.
You got
to the
wig now.
you can stop at the Foreman Mills over there by Bel Air.
That's right. It don't matter. It don't matter.
You're right.
Get you something nice, man. They got clearance right.
That's right. If you don't got your mink on, get your dog on. I don't know what it is. Get your cat on, your rabbit, whatever it might be. But we want you to come out. We want you. Now, are you guys doing a red carpet or is there you guys not doing it?
Yeah. Red carpet with the stanchions.
That's right.
Take pictures, man.
That's right.
I'm always with camera crews and stuff.
That's right.
Plenty of pictures and video going.
That's right.
All right, then.
Okay.
So
Paparazzi
we thank
get in
you.
free.
That's
Paparazzi
right.
get in free. So guys,
thank
listen,
you.
we
Yes.
thank you for tuning in,
That's
guys.
right.
And now we want you to share this page,
Share it,
like
please.
this page.
Yes.
Saturday is going down. What
That's
time
right.
do we give it?
7
7 to 11.
7
7
to
to
11.
11.
Okay, 7 to 11.
Black
I want
Film
you.
Fest.
That's
Right.
right, guys.
Film
Listen,
Fest.
listen. Around the table, we bringing you
Yep.
the host. We bringing people on who's making a difference in the
Yes.
city.
Making
This guy's
moves.
making a difference. He's doing big things in the city.
Yep.
And guys, I don't even really have to say it because I know a lot of people know this. They know who he is and everything.
That's
so
right.
guys, I want you to come out, reach out, touch him, come out, see the movie, love the movie, and spend your money, black folks. Spend your money.
All right.
You know how y'all is. Spend your money. Share like this page.
Do it right now.
Hey, listen. That's it for
That's
today.
it.
Last thing I want to say, thank y'all
go
for
ahead.
letting me come on, and I want to
No
tell
problem.
all of my fans, aspire higher.
That's right.
All right.
That's
Right.
right. Aspire higher. That's right. So,
All
guys,
right.
listen, shout out. Listen, be safe at
Be
the end
safe.
of the day. We'll talk to you next
Have a
week.
great
3
week.
strikes. I'm out.
That's right.